Mary, I was just wondering if you weren't back yet from going to pick up Laurel. I heard on the TV today that it's supposed to rain soon, and I really need you to bring in all the laundry hanging outside. Do you have any idea when you're going to be getting back home?
Oh, Carrie, it's lovely to hear from you. I'm sorry, but I had to stop at the bank and I completely forgot to bring the laundry before I left. I'll bring it in as soon as I get home though, alright?
I know you will. But that's why I'm asking what time you're going to be home by. And just where are you right now?
I'm actually just picking up Laurel from her preschool right now. Then we have to stop by the grocery store to pick up something for dinner. So, if I had to guess, it would probably be about another hour and a half or so.
You're not going to be here until 3:30? But it's practically going to be dark by then. You need to hurry up and get home as fast as you can, Mary. The laundry is not going to take care of itself.
Right, yeah, sorry about that, Carrie.
By the way, you're done with your period for the month, aren't you?
Yes. It finished just the other day, if you really must know.
Good, then you don't have any excuse to be lazing around the house anymore and complaining so much. Anyways, I guess that means that I can count on you giving me a second grandchild in the next year, yes?
Carrie, we've talked about this before, remember? I'm going to be the one that will carry my second child, so please, just let me worry about the timing of when to get pregnant, okay?
But Laurel is already 4 years old. You really do need to get on having a second child as soon as possible. Unless this is your way of trying to keep kicking the can down the line so that you don't give me a second grandchild.
That's not what's going on at all. All I'm asking is for me to have time to worry about that when I'm ready for it, okay?
It's not a matter of waiting until you feel like it. That could take forever. The second you even think that you might be ready for it, it's the time to dive in. I mean, you don't want a huge age gap between your kids, do you? How are they supposed to get along if they're at completely different stages of their youth? You really need to think more carefully about these things. And you really need to think about having a second child soon, since Laurel is just a girl.
Sorry, what is the problem you have with Laurel being a girl, Carrie?
You mean you really can't figure it out for yourself? What is my family supposed to do if the youngest heir is a girl? We need a boy to pass down my family name and take over all our affairs as everyone gets older. You really think I would trust any of that to a girl? Don't be absurd.
Okay, I guess I can understand where you're coming from with that. But you do realize that even if I do get pregnant with a second child, there is no way to guarantee whether it'll be a boy or a girl, right?
And that's why I'm telling you that you need to start getting pregnant now. You have to start early so that you can keep trying again and again until you finally give me a grandson.
I'm not going to keep having kids until I have a boy just to make you happy, Carrie.
Now you listen to me, young lady. A woman who can't give her husband or mother-in-law a boy is basically useless. Honestly, I'm surprised that you haven't been divorced for not wanting to get pregnant again. Back in my day, men were leaving their women all the time because they couldn't give them the sons they wanted. So I would appreciate it if you could swallow your pride and give your husband and his family what they want.
Well, maybe that was how things went back then, but the times have changed a lot. And if you must know, Daniel and I are very happy with our little Laurel.
You really must have some nerve talking to your own mother-in-law like that. Someone really ought to teach you some respect. Anyways, just hurry up and get pregnant already. That really should be the least that you can do for your family. Don't go patting yourself on the back just because you shut out some useless girl. I want a grandson, and I want one now, understand?
Hello, Carrie. I was just wondering where you are right now.
I'm grabbing a little coffee by the City Met station, if you must know. Then after this, I was going to the movies to see something with a friend of mine.
Right, but Laurel is crying a lot right now.
And what makes you think that that's my problem, huh?
Well, she's telling me that you were saying some horrible things to her and being mean. Did you say something to her while I was busy cleaning the house today?
Oh, I don't know. I was so busy getting ready to start my day, I don't remember every little word I said to her.
You mean that? You really have no idea if you might have said something to upset her.
Of course not. Laurel is just a big crybaby. She would cry even if I looked at her funny. And you're being a bad mother by encouraging this kind of behavior. You really need to set your daughter straight and tell her to grow up.
Carrie, I'm not sure what it was that you said to Laurel, but I'm asking you to please not do that again.
And just what makes you think that I even did anything, huh? Because your little girl said I did? Does Laurel have any proof or any kind of evidence that she's telling the truth? How can you just take a child's word over mine?
Because I really don't think that she's a crybaby who would burst into tears for no reason. And I think that you might have said something to her or been needlessly strict with her, and now she's acting like this. And even before this, I saw when you were playing with Laurel not that long ago. You took her toys from her and threw it across the yard.
Oh, please. It was not like that at all. I just happened to get it caught on my foot and it just went flying. I can't believe that you and your daughter are so willing to attack me like this. I didn't even do anything and yet I'm being treated like I'm some sort of villain. It's outrageous.
Carrie, I know very much how you feel about only having a granddaughter, but the fact is that Laurel is your granddaughter, okay? Not only that, but she's only 4 years old. Can you please just be a little nice to her?
If you're looking for someone to blame, why don't you try starting with yourself, huh? You gave birth to a daughter, so all of this is your fault anyways. You've always been useless, and you always will be. I wish you would have given me a grandson and not a granddaughter.
So you're telling me that the only reason you're treating Laurel this way is because she's a girl? You really think that you would treat your grandson differently if you had one? I'm sorry, but if that's really the case, I think we might have to rethink living with you.
What did you just say? I can't believe that you would try and threaten me like that. What's the matter with you?
I'm not making a threat, Carrie, but I am saying that I'll have to talk with my husband about how you've been treating our daughter. If you're refusing to even listen to what I have to ask of you in terms of Laurel, then that's on you.
How dare you try and turn my own son against me? It's bad enough having to deal with you and Laurel. This is why I wish that you had a son. Men are so much easier to deal with than women. Can't you just hurry up and get pregnant so I can meet my grandson already?
So you really just hate women in general? Even though you're a woman?
And do you have some kind of problem with that? Just what is wrong with me wanting to have a grandson, huh?
I just mean that I think you would really hurt Laurel's feelings if she knew that the reason you didn't like her was something out of her control. So I'll ask you again to please be nicer to my daughter, or I'll have to talk to Daniel about this.
Mary, come now. When are you going to see that you're making a big mistake here? I mean, this is all your fault because you're the one who hasn't had a son yet. I understand that you're frustrated, but it's no reason to try and take it out on me.
That is not why I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because you literally said that you don't like your grandchild because she's a girl. I don't see how you having that issue is a problem for anyone else but you. Not only that, but Daniel and I are more than happy with our daughter, okay?
You can tell that to yourself all you want, but I know the truth that you aren't really happy with her. Not only that, but as your mother-in-law, I know that you're being a bad wife right now. If you're not going to give our family a son who can carry on our name, then you're not doing the one job that you have, and I don't see any reason for you to stay in our family.
I am very respectful of your family, Carrie. If it wasn't for all your family's ancestors before you, then I would have never met and married Daniel. But what you were asking for is different. You're asking for a boy to carry down your family name when our daughter can just keep her family name if she wants.
I see that you really just don't get how this works, do you? Maybe I'm just wasting my time trying to get through to you.
I think that on that we can agree. I don't want to be fighting with you either, and especially not about something like this. So I know that it might be a lot to ask, but can you please just take mine and Laurel's feelings a bit more into consideration?
I can do that, but it doesn't seem fair if you don't do the same for me. You're basically asking for me to just fold over and do whatever you say while you don't even care what I have to say in return. And now I'm starting to get mad again. And all because you're trying to make me the bad guy for wanting a grandson.
I don't see why this is worth getting so upset about. If and when Daniel and I want a second kid, we will have one. If it's a son, then great, we'll be happy. If it's a daughter, we'll also be just as happy. I think it's unfair for you to try and impose your wants on our relationship, though.
I am through with you. It's obvious that there's no point in continuing this conversation if you're just going to be so stubborn. But know that I am not going to let you get away with disobeying me so easily. You won't get away with this, Mary.
Hey there, Carrie. I was just wondering where you are right now.
I'm at a friend's house, if you must know. I know that you're sick, which means that I knew I wouldn't be able to count on you for lunch. So I messaged a friend and asked if I could come over to their house and eat with them.
I see. But do you know where Laurel is? I can't seem to find her anywhere. I was just wondering if you didn't take her to your friend's house while I was in bed sick.
No, I didn't take her with me. What would even make you think that? In fact, now that you mention it, I think she just ran off all by herself. I guess she finally understood that nobody wanted her anymore and she left all on her own.
What do you mean she left? Like she ran away from home or something?
That's right, she just ran off. Hopefully never to come back.
Carrie, what is the matter with you? This is a 4-year-old girl that we're talking about here. What if something happens to her?
Don't tell me that you're really going to try and blame me for this too, are you? It's not my fault that your daughter chose to run off by herself. And you were the one in bed and not watching her.
Can you please just tell me which way she went? Did she say if she was going anywhere?
Just what makes you think that I would know any of that, Mary?
Carrie, you tell me where my daughter is right this second. I am serious.
If you were really worried, you wouldn't be wasting your time messaging me. Why don't you go to the police and report your missing daughter? I'm sure it would be faster and more productive than this. Although I don't really care whether or not you find her anyway. Mary, just what do you think you're doing, huh? Are you really going to try and move out of here? Why is Daniel packing up his stuff right now? Tell him to stop right now. You can't do this to me.
What are you talking about, Carrie? Of course we can and we will. You put Laurel in serious danger. We refuse to live under the same roof as you anymore.
But I told you that Laurel was the one that ran off all by herself. I didn't even do anything. Why are you always blaming me for all of your problems?
I heard it all from Laurel herself, Carrie. She told me that you told her that nobody loved her or wanted her, and that she should just leave. How could you say that to a child? I seriously can't believe that you would do something like that. It's just so horrible.
She told you I said that? Well, does she have any proof that I did?
She doesn't need any kind of proof, because both of her parents believe her.
You mean that you're really going to take the word of a 4-year-old over your own mother-in-law? Have you both lost your minds?
Even if Laurel was lying about this, there is plenty of past incidents with you to back up what she's saying. And besides, you're still responsible for not even trying to stop her from running away.
I am telling you that this isn't my fault. You can't just blame me like this. You're really going to pin this on me because your daughter snuck away? What about you? You really think that having a fever and staying in bed isn't just an excuse either?
I accept responsibility for not keeping a better eye on her while I was sick. But I also know that Laurel isn't tall enough to unlock all the locks on the door to our house. Especially the chain at the very top, which had no reason to be undone. So all that means is that someone must have undone it for her before she left.
And you're saying that's me? You can't just accuse people of something that you have no proof for. Besides, maybe I was already gone by the time she ran away. It isn't like you even asked me to look after her for you anyways. I don't see how this is anyone's fault but yours and Laurel's. So quit trying to put the blame on me because I'm sick of it.
Oh, trust me, the feeling is mutual.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means that I am sick of you and I never want you near my family again. Even Daniel says that he doesn't want to see you anymore. So consider this our way of cutting you out of our lives forever.
Fine, be that way. See if I care. I don't need you or Laurel in my life.
You realize this includes Daniel, don't you? That's why he's packing up his things too?
But he told me that he's just going to be living somewhere else. Although now that I think about it, he's ignored me ever since he told me that and went upstairs to start packing.
He texted me and said that he just doesn't have the strength to respond to you after what you did. That's why he's not talking to you right now.
Tell me, Mary, is this fun for you? Tearing apart families like this when you don't even have any proof of what you're talking about?
If you really think that's what's going on here, then there's no point in having this conversation. I wish that you would just come forward and be mature about this.
You realize that if you move out of my house that you'll have to start paying rent for where you live, right? I know that you already give me a little money each month, but rent is going to be much more expensive.
We've talked about that and we've agreed that it'll still be worth it. Besides, you were the one who asked us to move in with you in the first place. You said that the house was too big for one person and that you were lonely.
I guess I did say that, didn't I?
That's right. And you said that it would be perfect because you could just take care of me while I was pregnant. But obviously all of that changed once I had Laurel. After that, I don't think you ever had a kind word to say to my daughter or I. In fact, you have no idea just how patient I've been with you throughout all of this.
But I told you that if you moved in, that I would want you to give me a grandson, remember? I wasn't being mean, you just didn't hold up your end of the deal.
You have literally had children before. Do you think that you can just decide what your baby comes out as? And do you really think that's an excuse to treat Laurel how you did? You made her cry, and then you chased your only grandchild out of the house because you told her that nobody loved her. If you think that there is any way to come back from that, you are just delusional.
Please, can't we just calm down and talk about this? I mean, she was safe in the end, right?
Don't you dare tell me to calm down after what you did to my daughter. What if she was in an accident, or got kidnapped, or got hurt somehow? Except for the fact that she did get hurt by you.
Okay, geez, I can apologize to her if that'll settle this whole thing between us. Then we can just put this all behind us, right? Is that what you want?
You really think that this is all just going to go away? I don't want you anywhere near my daughter ever again.
But she's my granddaughter. You can't just keep her away from me like that.
Actually, I can and I will. You should stop thinking of yourself as her grandmother because as far as Daniel and I are concerned, you're nothing to any of us.
But I said that I'll apologize. Shouldn't that be enough? What can I do to make you forgive me?
Nothing. I am never going to forgive you, and that's why we're moving out. The only regret I have is that we didn't do this sooner.
But how are you going to find a place to live on such short notice? You can't just move out in a day. Nobody can do that. Please, you don't have to do this.
Thankfully, you don't have to worry about that. That's for Daniel and I to figure out. I don't see any reason why I need to explain anything more to you.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want things to go this way.
It's way too late to try and apologize for what you've done now.
Surely there must be something I can do to set this right, though, right?
No, you've already done enough, thank you very much. If you really want to do good by us and by Laurel, you can leave us alone and never talk to us again. After that, the moving company that we hired arrived and helped us quickly pack and take all of our belongings. It did cost us quite a bit of money, but it was all worth it to get out of living with Carrie. Meanwhile, Carrie tried crying and begging to her son to stay. Daniel had kept quiet that whole time, but his mom's crocodile tears set him off and he really started laying into her. He went off about how he could never forgive Carrie for putting his daughter in harm's way. I heard from some old connections in the neighborhood that ever since we left, Carrie has been a depressed mess and hardly ever leaves the house. But after what she put me and my daughter through, it's difficult for me to have any pity for her. Instead, I'm going to focus on Laurel and make sure that she knows that she is loved and will always be enough.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Babies are so cute. They are adorable and innocent. Oh, look at those chubby cheeks. I can poke them all day. It doesn't matter if the baby's mine or not. All babies are adorable. Mom, I thought you were visiting your friend. Was her name Mary? Did she have a baby or something? Why are you suddenly talking about babies and how cute they are? But she's around the same age as you. Isn't she a bit too old to have a baby? Whose baby is it? If she actually succeeded getting pregnant at this age, that's a great development in modern medicine. Of course it's not her baby. If it was her baby, I would have paid for the treatment ages ago to get you pregnant. It's her daughter's baby. She's a grandma now. Her daughter gave birth last month. She knows her priorities well. Apparently, she's staying with her mother for a while to take care of the baby. It's difficult for new mothers to deal with babies all the time on their own. Mary is so lucky she'll be able to look after her newborn grandchild. Oh, I see. babies are really adorable. They have a magical charm. I know it's hard to look after them, but once we see them smile and they wrap their hands around our fingers, your stress is gone in an instant. That's what my friend says. I go visit her once in a while, but it's so nice to interact with babies. I think I'm visiting her just to play with her baby at this point. It makes me so happy to see them. Their smile is infectious. I agree. It's really a blessing to have a baby. It's been a few decades since I gave birth to my son. Has it been nearly 30 years? Oh my, time flies so fast. I had so much fun playing with Mary's grandchild today. I rarely get to interact with babies at my age. I really don't have the opportunity. I wonder why Mary already has a grandchild while I still have none. Yeah, we don't get to interact with young kids unless we're a teacher or something. But I guess that's normal. Normal? Not at my age and when my son is already married. All my friends and neighbors are having a wonderful time with their grandchildren already. It's obvious whose fault this is. How about you take a look around the neighborhood, dear? I bet all your friends have had at least one baby by now. Don't pretend like it's not your fault at all. I'm sorry, but I think it's my choice. And didn't you say it's a blessing to have a child? It's not like we can have a baby anytime. We have to wait for the right time. We're taking our time. It's already been 3 years since you got married with Tim. I think I've waited long enough. Mary's daughter was pregnant as soon as she got married to her husband. Are you telling me you've never had your right time in the past 3 years? That's very, very unfortunate. Sasha, you must be very unlucky. I've never heard of anyone so unlucky. Are you possessed? I am not, but I've always been unlucky. It always rains whenever I go out, and the waiter often forgets my orders. I guess I angered God or something in my past life. Tim always teases me about how unlucky I am. The last time we went out for a date, the waiter forgot my order again, and he couldn't stop laughing. I didn't ask for the details. Who would want to hear about your date? I was just being sarcastic. Don't you understand jokes? You're not only unlucky, but also really boring. Oh, I never realized. I'm sorry I didn't get your joke. Sarcasm is not my thing. I think I'm too straightforward. Sasha, you really have a carefree personality. I guess you're also very optimistic, or maybe you're just a little bit stupid. I think your personality is also to be blamed. That's why you still don't have a child. You should really start thinking about your future and making plans. You'll be too old to give birth in no time. Tick-tock, tick-tock. I don't think personality is much of an issue. I think you're making connections between unrelated matters. Really? I don't think so. I heard Tim's busy recently. He comes home late, doesn't he? What if he's not busy and was just lying to you? He might be too tired to deal with your personality. I think he prefers to be at work than to deal with you at home. Poor Tim, he can't even take a rest at home. And he still doesn't have a child. You've been making him wait for so long. No, Tim's really busy. He looks really tired every day when he gets home. And he told me the whole story. We value honesty in our relationship. Don't worry too much about it, Mom. You're overthinking and being too negative. I hope that's true, because if I were Tim, I wouldn't be so understanding. A wife who has a problematic personality and can't give birth to his child no matter how long he waits, I don't think he has enough time to deal with someone like you. I think you're looking down on Tim by saying that. I thought you were proud to have him as your son. Tim will never judge me based on if I gave birth to his child or not. I think you know how kind Tim is more than anyone. He loves me the way I am, including my personality. If not, why would he marry me in the first place? There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Okay, I think it's no use talking to you. Well, if you believe so, Sasha, I won't stop you. I'm just trying to give you some advice to maintain a good relationship with Tim. As Tim's mother, I am pretty sure that Tim has different visions about this issue. I know how he's like. Okay, let's stop talking about this, shall we? The conversation is not taking us anywhere. And most importantly, whether I get pregnant or not is not your business. It's our problem, something to decide between me and Tim. We'll discuss this issue ourselves. How is it not my business? It obviously is. Your child is my grandchild. I am going to be his or her grandmother. I should have a say in this matter. I'm going to be related to this child. But there's nothing you can do, is there? Calm down, Mom. This is a private matter. We want to keep this private as possible. So, can you please leave us alone? I'll make sure to let you know when we plan everything out, okay? Are you talking back to your mother-in-law? I cannot believe it. How rude. Why did Tim get such a rude wife? It's a matter of time until Tim dumps you. One day he'll no longer be able to tolerate your rude behaviors. I guess I'll have to try hard to maintain this relationship then. Thanks for the advice. Sasha, hello, are you there? Where did you put my favorite tea? I can't find it at the usual spot. It's in the top cabinet. Can you reach it? Be careful when you reach for it. If you need any help, I'll get it for you when I get home. Why would you put it in the top cabinet when you know that I drink it every day? Can't you be more considerate? And why are you not home, Sasha? Have you done all the housework? It's your duty as the in-law to cook, clean, and serve us nice tea whenever we ask you to. If you can't do that, I don't know why I'm living with my son's wife. It's going to stress me out dealing with your problematic attitude. Okay, I'm sorry if I troubled you. Make sure you tell me next time when you're leaving the house. It's rude to leave without a single word, isn't it? I can't believe you can't even do such a simple thing. I guess you're not educated enough. I hope you can be more considerate about your parents-in-law. It's the bare minimum you can do as the daughter-in-law. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I did tell you that I was leaving. Did you forget? You even answered me when I told you so. Huh? Are you trying to say that I forgot? Do you think I'm so old that I won't remember something that's happened just a few hours ago? Are you trying to blame me? How dare you? I didn't say that. We forget sometimes regardless of our age. I just wanted to tell you I did actually tell you before I left. So what? What's your problem? If I don't remember you telling me, that means you haven't told me you were leaving. It doesn't matter if you actually told me or not. What's the point if I don't remember? Understood? That doesn't make any sense. I think that's very selfish of you. Are you talking back to me again? Haven't you learned your lesson? You're really stressing me out. If only Tim hadn't married you, I wouldn't have to deal with you. How about you stop talking back to me and get pregnant with Tim's child? Go and make yourself busy with something else. How much longer are you going to make me wait? I'll probably end my life without meeting my grandchild at this pace. I'm sorry about that. At least you feel sorry, and better than nothing. So, why are you not home? Where are you? What are you doing? When are you coming home? I had an appointment with my doctor. I'm still at the hospital, so it's going to take some time. I'll be home by afternoon. Hospital? Are you sick? What, did you catch a cold? You can't even take care of yourself. Well, yeah, it's nothing serious. It's no big deal. I'll be on my way home as soon as possible. It's not a big deal? Okay, then why is it taking you so long? You're taking too much time. Tell me the truth. I know you're lying about your visit to the doctor. How come a single checkup is taking several hours? I'm not lying. I'm visiting a hospital that's far away from home. It's also my first visit, so it's taking more time than usual. I'm being completely honest with you. This is the reason why it's taking long. You visited a hospital far away just because you caught a cold? Nonsense. You have to be lying. I don't believe what you said. I'm telling you it's the truth. I'm being honest. Okay, whatever. The only thing you're expected to do is housework, yet you're still going out to play, abandoning your responsibilities. You don't even have a child to look after. At least do some housework, Sasha. I'm really disappointed in you. I honestly don't understand why Tim married you. You're the worst wife ever. I am so embarrassed to have a daughter-in-law like you. I am really at the hospital. I'm not lying. If you can't believe me, feel free to ask Tim. He knows that I'm not lying. He should be able to prove it to you, but I do hope you can believe my words, Mom. Tim's a nice boy. He'll always be on your side and lie for you. He's too kind to reveal the truth about his wife playing around. How horrible can you be, Sasha? You're trying to make your husband lie for you. Aren't you embarrassed to do something so horrible? Don't you feel bad for your husband? How many times do I have to tell you I am being honest? Am I not trustworthy? Why aren't you believing my words? You haven't been able to fulfill your role as my son's wife if you can't give birth to his baby. You're the kind of wife all parents despise. How can I trust someone like you, Sasha? You're not enough to be my son's wife. How about you finally accept how worthless you are as Tim's wife and my daughter-in-law? I think you're being too harsh on me. I'm human too. It hurts when I hear you say things like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to leave. My doctor called. See you later. Okay, as if I believe that. I can't believe you're still trying to pretend you're at the hospital. You should thank me for being such an understanding mother-in-law. Not a single word of thanks? How rude. Thank you, Mom. I'll be home by noon. If there's anything, you can text me anytime, but I might not be able to get back to you while I'm having my appointment. Lunch is in the fridge. You can warm it up when you get hungry. See you later. Sasha? I found a piece of paper in the cabinet. I hope you could have told me about it earlier. It had the results from an infertility test. This couldn't be yours, right? Mom, really? Did you enter our bedroom without our permission? You're invading our privacy. I think I kept the results in my bedroom. Why do you have it? That doesn't matter right now. Answer my question, Sasha. Did you take the infertility test? Don't tell me these results are final. You can't be... Oh, you're lying again, right? But your name's on the results sheet. Don't tell me it's yours. It's mine. I'm always telling you the truth, Mom. So, you're infertile? You're unable to get pregnant? Oh my goodness. Oh, this can't be happening to me. You've been lying to me all this time. You said you were waiting for the right time and all that nonsense to me. I wasn't exactly lying. Those results just came back. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Didn't I tell you that your pregnancy is also my problem? Tim told me it was better not to tell you. He thought you would make too much of a big deal out of it. I also thought it might be better not to tell you and make you sad. I know you've always wanted a grandchild, and I didn't want to shatter your hopes. Seriously? Oh my goodness. I can't believe my son married a defective wife. How can he do this to me after I took care of him for all these years? Do you think it's funny? Don't make fun of me. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about my body. It's not something I want to go around telling people. I never meant to lie to you. I was always being truthful to you. Both Tim and I are not going to give up. We can't just do nothing about it. What do you mean? After we found out I was infertile 6 months ago, I've been going under treatment. It's not easy and it's going to take some time, but we believe we'll have a baby one day if we continue working on it. Treatment? Yes. How effective can it be? So did anything change? Did you get pregnant? The treatment must be expensive. It has to be effective. Well, I'm still not at the stage where I can be pregnant. It takes time. But the last time I visited the hospital for my regular checkup, the doctor told me the treatment was going very well. It's making some progress, so I'll continue to try my best and wish for a miracle to happen. The doctor told me I might be able to get pregnant in the near future. It's just a possibility, isn't it? How can I believe you? If you're not pregnant right now, there's nothing that's certain. But there's a possibility. Isn't that progress? If there's a possibility to get pregnant, I want to give it a shot. I don't want to give up. I think there's no need to rush. The treatment's going well. Tim also understands my condition, and he's really cooperative. He also believes in me. Please give us some time. I hope you can understand and root for us. Give you some time? How long do you think I've been waiting? First of all, why do I have to wait for a defective wife like you? Are you in the position to give me orders? Did you just call me defective? Why would you say that? You're abominable. It's not normal for women to undergo fertility treatment. Our body is just made to get pregnant, okay? Normal women get pregnant naturally. You don't have to go to the hospital to receive special treatment. If you can't get pregnant in the natural way, you're defective. You're abnormal, and you should be aware of that. That's not something nice to say. Do you think I wanted to be infertile? Do you know how much I wished to be a normal wife? Can you imagine how I felt when I got the results? Why do you sound angry when you're making your family pay for your treatment? We could have saved that money if you were normal. I really feel sorry for Tim, my poor son. He married a defective. He probably never knew you were abnormal. Don't you feel sorry for him, Sasha? How many times do I have to tell you, Mom? Tim understands my condition and is really cooperative. He's always been by my side and encouraging me. He loves me and respects me as his wife no matter my health condition. He is a great husband. Don't you think you're the one who's being disrespectful against Tim? I thought you believed in your son and his choices. Talking as if you know everything about my son. Let me tell you, Tim is too nice to tell you the truth. I know him very well. I bet he doesn't want you as his wife anymore now that he knows you're unable to bear children. How can you be so sure? I'm his mother, real mother. I've been taking care of my precious son for nearly 30 years now. I know everything about him. I guess you'll never understand because you'll never become a mother. What a pity. Sasha, are you still there? You're ignoring me because you don't want to face the truth, aren't you? You'll have to face reality no matter how harsh it is for you. Ignoring the truth would just hurt you more in the future. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Well, let's leave it here. I've said everything I wanted to say. Now that I know you can't get pregnant, I have absolutely no interest in you. To be honest, there's no reason to treat you as my daughter-in-law anymore. What's the point being your mother-in-law? What do you mean? You can't be serious. It's already been 3 years since you married Tim. Time really flies. And despite undergoing fertility treatment, you're still not pregnant. You really wasted a lot of time, Sasha. I'm still not pregnant, but we're seeing progress. I don't care. It's over. I've waited long enough. I cannot accept someone who can't get pregnant after 3 years of marriage as my son's wife. Get out of my house right now. I'm going to have Tim marry someone else. Someone who can get pregnant naturally and is considerate about her parents-in-law, unlike you. There are so many other women who are way better than you. What are you saying? Are you serious? Tim would never agree to that. We're in love. Please, give it another thought. You can't do this to us. Didn't I tell you, Sasha? I know Tim very well. Tim will definitely agree. He must feel the same about you. There's nothing you can do or say. This decision is final. Do you understand? Just shut up and pack your things. Okay, if you insist. I will leave the house as you wish, but our relationship will never be the same. We're going to break relations, and we're back to strangers. Is that okay? No second chances. Second chances? I don't need them. I'm glad I won't have to deal with you anymore. We're finally free from a defective wife, a wife who doesn't respect her parents-in-law at all. Our life would be so much better off without you. I bet Tim would thank me for making you leave our house. Sasha, you're a burden to our family. No one loves you. Did you know that? Hopefully that's true, Mom. You may be living in a delusion. Well, I guess I'll head back to my parents' house. Goodbye. If there's anything, contact me through text as usual. I'll reply if it's something important. Oh, I'll never contact you again. Why would I need to do that after I break relations with you? Goodbye, Sasha. Sasha, what did you tell Tim? He said he'll also break relations with me. I'm his real mother. How could he ever tell me that? You must have told him something and manipulated him, you wicked girl. Excuse me? Don't blame me. I didn't manipulate him. I just told him what happened today, including the conversation I had with you. I had to fill him in with a lot of things. The only thing I did was talk to him like I do every day. I did nothing wrong. That cannot be true. You're lying again. What have you done? If it was really just that, he'll never break relations with me. We've always had a great relationship as son and mother. I know you said horrible things about me and manipulated him into breaking relations with me. How dare you? I am being completely honest. I never lied or manipulated him. But I do understand the reason why he decided to break relations with you. I think it's pretty clear why. What do you mean? What are you two hiding from me? Nothing. I've been telling you this many times already. But it's not important whether I'm able to get pregnant or not. We got married because we're in love. My infertility won't change our love towards each other. Are you trying to tell me that he still loves you even if you're infertile? Sasha, you're being delusional. Don't you understand that Tim was just being kind to you so that he won't hurt your feelings? My son has a very kind heart. Do you think he still loves you? Of course not. Why are you so confident? How can you be so sure that you know everything about Tim? It's because I'm his mother, Sasha. How many times have I been telling you this? I know everything about Tim. How many years do you think I've spent with him? That's how mothers are. I know you have no idea what it's like to be a mother. You have to accept it. That's just how it is. I guess it's really hard for you to understand as a defective wife. You're not a proper wife, nor a mother. Yes, I've never given birth like you, and I have no idea what it's like to be a mother. It's all new to me. Like you said, I'm a bit different from what you call a normal wife, but I've been trying to be the best wife for Tim. I am confident that I know Tim better than you. We love each other and share the same values. I'm his wife, and I know him the best. You can't tell me otherwise. Really? You think you know him better than me, his real mother? I've known him for nearly 30 years. Are you looking down on me? Where's your proof? Why can't you be so sure? You're just making assumptions about him. Nothing is certain. You believe Tim has the same ideas as you because he's your son. He's been a different person living a different life. He won't always have the same ideas as you. You're being delusional and trying to believe you know everything about him just because you're his mother. That's why Tim broke relations with you. Turns out you were the one who wasn't facing the harsh reality. Huh? How am I making assumptions? I'm just stating the facts. First of all, Tim isn't desperate about having a baby. Although he hopes to be a father one day, it doesn't have to be now. He says he'll be more than happy if I successfully get pregnant, but he's not in a rush. He prioritizes my health more than anything. He's willing to wait until I get pregnant. Huh? What are you saying? That can't be true. To be honest, it was my ego to try fertility treatment. He never pressured me or anything. I just wanted to try everything I can. Both Tim and I wanted to become a parent one day. How wonderful would it be if I can get pregnant with my husband's baby? I persuaded him, saying that I'll give up if I still can't get pregnant after undergoing the treatment. It's my last hope. We would be overjoyed if I actually succeeded to get pregnant. So are you telling me it was your idea to try out the fertility treatment? Really? Then what about Tim? He really didn't say anything about you getting the treatment? He's definitely very supportive of me. He says it's up to me. Tim told me that I didn't have to worry about the expenses required for the treatment, and he hopes for what's best for me. I was moved when he said he's happy enough just being with me. Even if I can't get pregnant, he'll still love me for the rest of his life and promised to make us the happiest couple on earth. Well, we'll be more than happy if I actually get pregnant. But you're defective. You're not normal. Why would he love you so much? I don't understand. There's much better wives out there in the world. How many women do you think there are? He'll definitely live a happier life if he gets married with a wife who can get pregnant naturally. That's normal and what everyone dreams to do.
Isn't that your opinion? You're assuming things about Tim again. That's not what Tim thinks. Tim loves me and I love him. Don't you understand that this is why he broke relations with you? You don't understand him at all.
I'm just hoping for the best for my son. I want him to live a happy life. I don't want him to waste his life on a woman like you. I can't believe he chose you over his real mother. He's a really kind boy. He wouldn't have broken relations with me if you didn't manipulate him. Tell me what you did to him. How did you manipulate him, you wicked girl?
I just told him what you said to me. The only thing I shared with him is the conversation we had. We want our own child. He wants my child who I gave birth to. He doesn't want a child with someone else. He loves me and he wants my child. You don't seem to understand that and said very rude and hurtful things to me. I was shocked when you told me to leave the house. It's natural for Tim to want to break relations with you. You were horrible to me just because I was unable to bear a child.
How dare you say that? There's nothing natural about him breaking relations with me. He is my real son. I've been taking care of him for all these years. I love him and have cherished him for all my life. How come you come along so suddenly and take him away from me? How can a defective wife ever steal my son from me? I'll never forgive you, Sasha. I won't accept this.
You are indeed Tim's real mother, and I know you've taken great care of him as your beloved son. I am thankful that you gave birth to him, and so is he. Thanks to you, we are able to meet and get married. I'll always be thankful to you.
That's right. You should thank me more. I'm his mother, and nothing can change that. We have a strong bond, okay?
But that's just it. You're just his mother. You have no control over him. It's his own life. You can't just push your own ideals to Tim. You never tried to understand what he really thinks about this issue and made assumptions. He's a different person with a different life. He experienced different things and developed his unique ideas as well as personalities. He's not your clone. You seem to lack consideration and respect for your own son, and not to mention your son's wife. I guess you're a defective human being if you can't do these basic things as a human being. My husband was furious about how horribly his mother treated me. He decided to break relations with her without a second thought and moved in with me at my parents' house. His mother was shocked that her beloved son actually broke relations with her. She now lives alone at her house where we used to live with her. She'll have to suffer from the loneliness for the rest of her life. After a few months passed since we broke relations with her, I was successfully able to get pregnant. I'm guessing a miracle happened now that I'm free from stress caused by his mother. A year after a stable pregnancy, I gave birth to our daughter. Both of us are now out of the hospital and healthy as ever. We left our parents' house shortly after, and we live in a brand new house with just the three of us now. Just to be nice, my husband informed his mother about me successfully giving birth. She hasn't seen her grandchild, and I'm pretty sure she'll never be able to. If she had been more understanding about my infertility and supportive of my treatment, we still might have been living with her at her house. We might have had a very